because like I do have a method to my madness, as I've described over and over again. Regardless of my ideological tendency on the left, I am firm and committed in utilizing the existing avenues to at least build a robust base of self-identifying socialists that are ideologically committed to socialism, that want to. Anyway, all right. Let's move on. First, we're going to do some good news. Palestine Action wins court challenge over terror ban. Home Secretary comes out and says we're going to appeal it because they're fucking monstrous freaks.
In a case brought against the government 7 months after Palestine Action was banned as a terrorist organization.
Yes. We're going to watch that fucking dark woke warrior. Okay, calm down. We're going to get to it. Just calm down.
You can jail a revolutionary, but you can never jail a revolution.
The High Court judges ruled that prescribing the group had been disproportionate and that only a very small number of activities amounted to terrorism, which already fall under existing laws. As the news filtered through from the courtroom, there were isolated cheers. Then, when it became clear exactly what had happened, the crowd erupted, with some supporters of Palestine Action shedding tears of joy. The case was brought by one of the group's co-founders.
Banning Palestine Action never banned direct action as a tactic, and people are able to continue direct action against weapons factories if they so wish, just not under the Palestine Action banner, or that would be a terrorist offence. And I think that is really clear. Palestine Action was about saving.
Yeah, Palestine Action, court-mogged, kid starver being a Israel cell. That's what happened. Absolute Palestine Action victory. Big W's all around. I cannot believe that kid starvers, Jester maxing ass interior is still actively trying to appeal this. Please stop. God, just go, I don't know, deal with your own pedophilia controversy or something. Just stop. Just what the fuck are you guys doing?
Lives. It's the very opposite of what people consider terrorism to be.
But the result wasn't clear-cut.
The ban remains in force, certainly until the question of an appeal is considered by the High Court, and probably, I think, until the case actually reaches the Court of Appeal and the Court of Appeal has the chance to reach a decision.
The Home Secretary was quick to respond to the judgment. The court has acknowledged that Palestine Action...
Isn't there photos of Shabana Mahmoud at like a Palestinian rally waving the Palestinian flag and everything? Or did I get like AI duped? There are, right? God, how can you be such a fucking disgusting dog for the worst forces on the planet? Like how? How do you go from this? Shame on you, Shabana Mahmoud. You should be apologizing to the British public, not serving the interests of Israel. Why aren't you prescribing British Jews for committing war crimes in Gaza? Like, there are literally IDF soldiers that went to Israel, did war crimes, came back. None of that. Like, there is an international standard here, okay? They absolutely should be doing that. And instead of doing that, they're doing this. Even if Keir Starmer instructed you, you should have had the backbone to say no and be ready to lose your job. But like your boss, you're also a political prostitute. 2,000 United Kingdom people served in the IDF during these last 3 years, I believe. Oh my God. It's so nasty. It's so fucking nasty. It's nastiness. It's nastiness all around.
Action has carried out acts of terrorism, celebrated those who've taken part in those acts, and promoted the use of violence. It has also concluded that Palestine Action is not an ordinary protest or civil disobedience group, and that its actions are not consistent with democratic values and the rule of law. For those reasons, I am disappointed by the court's decision and disagree with the notion that banning this terrorist organisation is disproportionate. The ban on the group meant anyone joining it or showing support was...
Breaking, Shabana Mahmoud has become the UK Home Secretary. She's in charge of immigration, visa, and borders. Here she is at a rally calling for a globalized intifada.
Outside of a safe.
Yeah. Like, how do you go from this, getting attacked by Israel's most loyal and dumbest servants, like Eyal Yacobi, to being like, oh, I'm going to appeal this decision. Like, we have to fucking keep people. We have to put pensioners in prison. We have to put pensioners in prison for holding up a placard that says, like, I support Palestine Action. It's disgusting. It's disgusting.
In central Birmingham, and it's 3:30, and the store has actually just shut as a result of the.
Like, what's the goal here? Sometimes I feel like they just want to destroy any kind of faith that people have in the system. Like, are you just actively trying to make sure that no one believes in the democratic process? Is that what it is? Is that what it fucking is? She's a right-wing creature who wants to melt the migrants. It's not surprising she would turn on Palestine too. I don't understand it. Like, I don't understand how these guys will literally turn around at the first sight. Turn around at the first sight and just like betray the values that they're representing before they get elected. It's disgusting. This kind of stuff makes my position, my worldview so much harder to defend, for the record. Let's be real. Like, yeah, I'm going to do the looks maxing article. Don't worry. I have it on the docket. Like, because like I do have a method to my madness, as I've described over and over again. Regardless of my ideological tendency on the left, I am firm and committed in utilizing the existing avenues to at least build a robust base of self-identifying socialists that are ideologically committed to socialism, that want to move society in that direction, that have the organizational power to be able to apply pressure. And the only way to do that currently is obviously through the electoral process, because I mean it's different in the UK because it's a parliamentary system where you have more room to represent and create a socialist party or a communist party. But it's fucking ridiculous when you got like the Labour Party that is like actively running on certain things and then turning around and saying, no, actually, I'm betraying everything that I ran on.
Breaking the law, risking up to 14 years in prison. And since July, nearly 3,000 people have been arrested, most for displaying placards, with more than 850 on one day alone in September.
If you recall, this is exactly what I said was going to happen with the Labour Party, given that it was the Blairite version of Labour that had won. In the aftermath of the predictable Labour victory, I said this is exactly what was going to happen. Like every single thing that I said about Reform Rising and Labour's like feckless, controlled opposition attitude is going to create an opportunity for right-wing radicals and the reactionary movement to grow.
One of those was Angie Zelter, 74 years old and arrested 8 times since the ban.
I was talking to the police and I was saying to the police, aren't you pleased now you can get back to your real job, arresting real terrorists and other crimes and not having to arrest peaceful protesters? And there's a half smile on this inspector's face. And then he said, yes, but we could still arrest you at any time.
If protesters do still take to the streets, the Metropolitan Police has now made it clear they'll gather evidence rather than making immediate arrests. The prospect of an appeal may have tempered the triumph a little, but for those at the Royal Courts of Justice, this was success in a fight to have their voices heard. Emma Birchley, Sky News.
Anyway, so that's good though.